So the time has come to resurrect the Impreza. We're super excited to have her back after a year. A lengthy legal battle, but this car has got so much sentimental value, we had to get her back. So we've set ourselves a goal of 1 month to try and get the Impreza back to her former glory. We've got our work cut out. As you can clearly see, it's come back with flat tyres and it's in a state as it's not been on the road for a year. So first things first, we need to get it for an MOT, get these tyres inflated, new battery, because that doesn't run, and go through a full health check on it. Stay tuned. First things first, we can clearly see the tyres are flat. We kind of think that we're in two minds, were they slashed or someone's just taken the air out of them as well. So the caps are missing, tyres are deflated. Thankfully for us, it actually doesn't matter because the tyres are shot. So the first things first, we need to get air in these tyres. At the moment, we're not sure if the air's just been taken out of them or they've been slashed. I'm hoping from the MOT perspective, it's just a case of the air's been taken out of them, because that's a bit of a headache for us because we've only got 10 minutes to go before the MOT is due. So we're leaving it a little bit late, but schedule permitted, we're running behind today. So either way, it needs new tyres because these ones, as you'll see here, are all perished. So if they inflate, result. If not, I'm gonna have to cancel this MOT. So, just while we're waiting for the tyres to inflate, we need to jump start the car because we know from earlier that it wouldn't start. So let's get the battery started. So what's the plan overall with the car? As it stands, we need to just get the MOT on her to get her on the road, and then we can work out what we can get done first, because at this stage we don't know whether it's going to pass or fail. Having been off the road for a year, chances are it's not going to be plain sailing and that it's going to fail. We hope best case scenario is it comes back with a list of advisories and maybe the odd fail, but we do know that the car's been off the road for a year, so there is a strong chance it's going to have issues. Up until now, it's proven to be pretty robust, a solid car, and its previous MOTs have come back pretty good. So we could be lucky, we could get a result and it passes. Chances of that, anybody who's got a car or knows cars, that's a pretty slim chance of that. So we tried starting it earlier, it doesn't go anywhere. So make sure we put the terminals on the right one. Now, some of you are probably going to say, oh, you can't just put a jump pack on this car because it will just cause damage to it. Thankfully for us, this one is a good one. So earlier I checked the oil, that was fine. Does need a change. It's got one of those aftermarket air filters on it. So we know that that'll probably need a clean out. Been sat for a year. We don't know when the last time the brake fluid was done. So the chances are we need to give this car a good overhaul and a service as well, and a new battery because that's flat. So let's fire this in there. So as it stands, we are literally just about to go for the MOT. We've managed to get the battery started, tyres inflated, oil levels checked. So the basics to just get it through the MOT. Having been sat for a year, we've got a whole new story to go through as to how we managed to get the car back and the ordeals we've had to go through and the lengths. Wanted to quickly recap with you as to what we want to do to the car. We want to get the wheels refurbished. We've got to strip out the entire interior where it's just been sat for a year. And before that, it wasn't really in its cleanest state, so it does need a overhaul. We want to take all the interior out, give it a good service, get the wheels refurbished, new tyres, and any repairs it needs doing after the MOT, and any advisories to get it into its tip-top form. Try and get it back to factory as much as we possibly can. But let's take it for its MOT. First and things first, we need to get this car legally on the road. Fingers crossed. See if she passes. As the channel is quite new already, you'll see we've got a bit of a blank canvas. So upstairs, we're going to be creating this office that we've got up here that's going to have essentially cladding done on it. So we're going to create like we're going to be looking to do some like podcast type content for you, as well as planning for 2025. We're still going to be doing a lot of planning for 2026 in terms of shows, events, what we want to achieve. The overall goal for 25 still remains getting the GTR up to Lichfield for the brakes to be looked at. That's a bit of an ongoing debate because we're trying to get that done under warranty from the garage we bought it from. So that is another headache that we've got. Seems like we end up getting a lot of headaches through these cars, Japanese cars, all the cars we've got. We did set the channel up knowing all we'd end up doing is basically getting grief, but there's grief and then there's another level of grief. So as it stands, we've got a few projects on the go for the channel. So where are we going to go for 2025 and 2026? 2025, we know we want to try and get the Impreza ready, up and ready, looking as good as it can, ready for 2026, because what we want to try and do is attend some shows for 2026. So what does that mean for the channel? It means as a team, we want to go to events like Gravity, Slammed. We're going to try and do something with Automechanica because that's really where the channel started off first and foremost. What would you guys like to see? Give us a comment. Let us know what you think you'd like to watch. So at first we started off with getting a few cars along the way, rebuilding them and repairing them and flipping them. We've done enough cars now to successfully source a GTR. We've got it, we've had it. Downside being within the first week, we noticed that the brakes were basically shot. Now they're not cheap. So we've gone back to the garage and left it with them to have a think on what they would like to do. So stay tuned on the GTR. We're really lucky. So thanks everyone that's been watching the channel, leaving us messages and also private messaging us as well. We do get back to a lot of the people that do comment to us. So do leave us a comment. If you want to private message us as well, because you don't want to put it on socials, that's also fine. We'll try and get back to you as and when we can. What else do we want to do for 26? Ideally, we want to get the Impreza up and running within the next month. We've given ourselves a bit of a short time frame because we've already booked it in for some signage to be done. We know the tyres needed doing before, so they need changing because they're all crusty, if you want to call it. They are pretty bad. So we're going to do that. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the car to some shows and do a road trip with them all to Germany. So stay tuned on future content where we try and take the Impreza GTR and a few other cars from Castle Coombe Race Circuit over to Germany. All right, that's a wrap for today's video, but don't go anywhere. Next week, you'll find out whether the car passed its MOT. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment. The pad has actually detached itself from the back end. Right in there, you'll see, if you zoom straight in there, you'll see how that actual pad is actually moving. There the fun begins.